Grumpy Jay the Tiger, the adventure begins. Once upon a time, in the heart of the dense jungle, there lived a tiny tiger named Grumpy Jay. He was the smallest tiger in his family, but what he lacked in size, he made up for in grumpiness. Grumpy Jay had a permanent scowl on his face, and he was always growling about something or the other. One sunny morning, as Grumpy Jay lay in his cozy den, his mother, Mrs. Tigress, approached him with a warm smile. "Grumpy Jay, my dear, it's a beautiful day outside. Why don't you come out and play with your siblings?" But Grumpy Jay just grumbled in response. "I don't want to play. Leave me alone." Mrs. Tigress sighed, knowing her little cub's temperament all too well. "Very well, dear. But remember, there's magic waiting for those who seek it." Ignoring his mother's words, Grumpy Jay snuggled deeper into his den, determined to stay grumpy all day long. However, fate had other plans for him. As the day wore on, the jungle came alive with whispers of a mysterious treasure hidden deep within the heart of the forest. Grumpy Jay's siblings, curious and adventurous, set off on a quest to find it, but Grumpy Jay remained behind, grumbling about the silliness of treasure hunts. However, as the hours passed, Grumpy Jay's curiosity began to gnaw at him. Maybe, just maybe, there was something more to this treasure than he thought. With a reluctant sigh, he emerged from his den and set off into the jungle, determined to prove his siblings wrong. The jungle was alive with sights and sounds, each tree whispering secrets of its own. Grumpy Jay trudged along, his grumpy demeanor fading away as he became lost in the beauty of his surroundings. Suddenly, he stumbled upon a clearing bathed in golden light, and in the center stood a magnificent tree with branches reaching for the sky. Intrigued, Grumpy Jay approached the tree and noticed a shimmering object nestled among its roots. It was the treasure. But before he could reach for it, a mischievous monkey swung down from the branches and snatched it away. "Hey, give that back!" Grumpy Jay growled, his grumpiness returning in full force. The monkey grinned cheekily and darted away, leading Grumpy Jay on a merry chase through the jungle. But as they raced through the undergrowth, Grumpy Jay couldn't help but feel a spark of excitement. This was the most fun he'd had in ages. Finally, after what seemed like hours, they reached a majestic waterfall hidden deep within the jungle. The monkey leaped onto a rock in the center of the pool, holding the treasure aloft with a triumphant grin. "Congratulations, Grumpy Jay," the monkey said, his eyes twinkling with mischief. "You've passed the test." Grumpy Jay blinked in confusion. "Test? What test?" The monkey chuckled. "The test of perseverance. You may be grumpy, but you never gave up, and that's what led you here." Grumpy Jay stared at the treasure in awe, realizing that it wasn't gold or jewels, but something far more precious, the joy of adventure and the thrill of discovery. With a grateful smile, he reached out and took the treasure, feeling a warmth spread through his heart. From that day on, Grumpy Jay was still grumpy at times, but he had learned an important lesson, that sometimes the greatest treasures can only be found by those who never give up. And so, with his newfound sense of wonder and adventure, Grumpy Jay returned home to his family, ready to embark on many more magical adventures in the future. But that, my dear friends, is a story for another day. Thank you for joining us on this amazing journey with Grumpy Jay the Tiger. We hope you had tons of fun listening to Grumpy Jay's adventures, filled with laughter, friendship, and a pinch of grumpiness. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up and hit subscribe, so you don't miss out on Grumpy Jay's next exciting story. As we say goodbye for now, we wish you dreams full of magic and happiness. Remember the lessons Grumpy Jay learned about being kind and never giving up. Keep smiling and keep dreaming big. Until we meet again for more jungle fun, take care and have a fantastic night. Good night,